of the easiest women to clap. Booty clapping sounds. Oh man, so since so many of y'all got these high ass standards, you know what I mean, you think you too good to mess with these fat and ugly bitches, I'm gonna give you some tips on the top 10 types of bad bitches that you can clap easily. Standards. This is gonna take a minute, so let me get straight to it. Let's see. I actually had to write these down, take some notes. Number one, the number one type of bad bitch to hit easily, obviously, is going to be prostitutes. Yeah. Spin that shit. Look, man, I know some of y'all, first off, most of y'all broke. But for the ones that ain't broke and you think you're too good to pay for the box, you broke too, my boy. Because it ain't tricking if you got it. So when you finally get it, you're going to realize it ain't nothing to throw a little couple dollars to get you a bad one. Especially if you can't pull a bad one for the free. But I will say, I think I realized this when I was in LA, man. And, you know, I don't know what street I was on, but I hit that blade. I think I was like an Uber. So actually, I was walking. And man, I seen some of the baddest bitches I ever seen in my life standing on the curb selling ass. Like these 8s, 9s, and 10s out there. And like, they ain't asking for more than a couple $100. I'm like, God damn, that's crazy. I'm like, all right, it's that easy to go get you a bad one. You got a couple $100 on you, go get you a couple, you know, some overtime hours at work. You in there, you good to go. Now, I see some of y'all having an issue with that. You don't want to pay for the box because it's supposed to be easy to fuck, right? So easy probably requires very little investment on your part. So let's move on to the number 2 type. The bad bitch that has no friends. Whoo. And I don't mean the bad bitch that has no female friends and she just hang out with a bunch of dudes. That ain't what you want. Every dude she meet gonna end up in her fucking friend zone. Yeah, that ain't what you gonna try to hit. I'm talking about this bitch don't got no friends. She ain't got nobody to hang out with. She ain't got no family for real. No girlfriends, no male friends, none of that. She go to work, she take her ass home, and she just sit and chill by herself. Easy. Now, I will say, it's probably gonna be hard to find a chick like that. Because out and about in public, you're not gonna know by just looking at a bitch whether or not she got friends. But I don't know, you might work with one. You might go to school with one. Go ahead and ease your way up in there. You know what I mean? Learn about your prey. Wipe off my camera. Oh shit. Switch it back. Oh, there we go. We back. So, number 3. The glow up bitch. The glow up baddie. So, these bad bitches, they easy to fuck because they still have the same mind state they had from back in the days before they got bad. So this could be like a fit bitch that used to be fat back in the days. This could be a chick that she grew up ugly, or at least thinking she was ugly, and as she got older she just started looking better and better, and now she a little baddie out here. Them hoes easy to crack because approaching them, once you from afar, you're not gonna know until you start talking to them. So this is more of like shoot your shot when you see something you like. But when you start talking to them, you realize, you be like, huh, this chick doesn't have that baddie arrogance because she don't actually think she bad. She still thinks she the little fat ugly bitch from 3rd grade in her brain. So she hasn't really, her mind hasn't caught up with her body yet. So those easy to crack. That's number 3. Number 4, the rebound bitch. Oh man, I done had a few of these. So if you can catch a bad bitch fresh out of a relationship, especially a bad one, whoo, she ready to go. Because a lot of chicks had that mentality, the best way to get over a man is to get under another one. You could be that man. It probably ain't gonna go nowhere, but at least you get the crack once, and that's the goal. That's number 4. Let's see, number 5. I will say, oh yeah. You know what? Back to number 4 with the rebound chicks. So that also includes bitches getting divorces. That's one of those things. I don't see too many creators talking about that, but yes, especially in the middle of the divorce, yeah, she gonna be stressed out and dealing with lawyers, fighting for kids and the house and all that bull. But she's still in the middle of that vindictive period where she's just trying to get back at her ex-husband. So you can be part of that get back. Like, she might just fuck you just to, you know what I mean, make him mad, even though he already mad, giving up half his shit, alimony, child support, all that, more than likely. But whatever, she gonna kick a nigga when he down. Let's see, number 5. That leads into this. I don't suggest doing this, but fucking the ops girl. So if you got any enemies out here, just motherfuckers you don't like, this also goes to her, a chick just being arguing with her man. If you find out one of your enemies and his chick, they just not seeing eye to eye in the moment, a lot of chicks, just to get back at their man, she will fuck her man's ops. Like I said, I do not suggest doing this because this is how a lot of niggas die. But do with this information whatever you want. I'm just saying, I'm not a fan of that strategy. But hey, man, if you out here beefing with a dude, him and his chick going through it, you approach her, she probably already know who you are. She will fuck you out of spite. But like I said, it's a slippery slope, man. I mean, y'all already enemies, so I guess fuck it. But motherfuckers will kill you over that girl, man. So I don't suggest doing that one. Number 6, stupid hoes. Oh man. This kind of leads into that, like, that trope of the dumb blonde and just a bad bitch with no brain. Easy pickings, man. Easy picking. And it's not even that they like slutty. That's not even it. For most of these, it ain't got nothing to do with super promiscuous slutty ass women for the most part. It's more so insecurities, and in this instance, if she's stupid, she just fucking naive and dumb. And I mean, like, stupid, like low IQ fucking stupid. Now, don't be fucking retarded bitches, because I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But it's some hoes out here, like, you can finesse them out their drawers for little to nothing. A little bit of game, a little manipulation. The truth work too, honestly. Like, literally anything will work. Whatever game you got, it'll work on a stupid bitch. So, yeah. I'm sure you know a couple. Let's see. Oh, all right. So, adding to that stupid shit. Now, it isn't just chicks with a low IQ. So, she could just be, have an average IQ. But she's stupid in the sense of lack of worldly experience. And that ties to a couple of the other ones too. So, like, a bad bitch that doesn't actually know that she's bad. And it's kind of hard to explain, but you've seen that whole, like, trope in the movie where it'd be like some little white girl from next door with glasses and she just a nerdy bitch, and then like halfway through the movie she take her glasses off, she go like this, swing her hair, and all of a sudden she bad. Yeah, like chicks like that. Like the bitch that don't know she bad, she been bad her whole life, you just didn't know. And like, I give you an example. Like, okay, like Billie Eilish. So when Billie first came out, we all know her for like just basic ass nigga pants and giant ass tall tees. And then you seen her in regular clothes, you be like, hold on now. Said Billie got some big ass titties. Chicks like that, cause I went to high school with bitches like that. Like they rock a sweater all day, every day. It could be 100 degrees outside. This bitch got a sweater on. Little did I know, little Jennifer over here hiding some big ass titties up under that sweater. It be like, okay. And then you start looking at the rest of the body, you be like, all right, she got a little bit of an ass too. And you're like, all right. And then I'm looking at her from different angles, and you look at that face, and it's like, wait, hold on, huh? That face card looking right. I'm like, this is a bad bitch the whole time. She just had bad representation. Don't know how to dress. That's another one. Bad bitches that don't know how to dress, bro. Diamond in the rough, man. Just diamond in the rough. Like, she not a big fan of all the makeup, hair, nails, blah, 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 blah. So, like, you will walk, I ain't gonna say you will walk by and not notice her. You gonna notice her. But it might take you, like, a second glance, third glance, or you might have to just see this bitch in a different light, different angle, and be like, wait a minute. This chick look way better than the average bitch. Got a baddie on my hands. Who else? Another celebrity. Like, Debrat. Now, Debrat always looked good. But when I noticed it, she did a video and she was wearing a swimsuit. And, bruh, I did not know she had that body up under that big ass t-shirt and them baggy ass jeans. And I was like, oh shit. I won't be one of them. Like, big titties, fat ass. She ain't had no waist back then. And, like, she always had a pretty face. But, like, the whole get up, you didn't really pay attention to how pretty her face was. Because she had the, you know, that stud look. So, shit like that. Them easy, them hoes. And I ain't saying they're necessarily easy to fuck. Like I said, like, not slutty or promiscuous. But compared to, like, the average bad bitch you would run into on the street or at the club or at a bar, these hoes gonna be way easier for you to get at than those. Like an Instagram baddie, like, you're not gonna get at one of them. Like, let that shit go. All right, number 7, them sheltered hoes. And now these gonna be them bitches that they had probably both parents growing up, and, like, they daddy kept them bitches under lock and key. Like, Pops knew he was raising a baddie, so he didn't let that bitch do nothing growing up. Like, she couldn't go to no parties. She couldn't fucking go to no dances. I mean, she couldn't wear no clothes to accentuate her body and nothing. Like, Pops was like, nah. As soon as this bitch get outside, the whole block gonna try to fuck her. So he's like, you stay your ass in this house. Read some books or something. So them shelter hoes, but once they get free, and, like, a lot of y'all that went to college, you probably seen this. Like, you seen them, like, super, like, shy, timid bitches, and, like, once they got out the house, all of a sudden they was outside all day, every day, 24/7. But now you gotta catch them as soon as they get outside, because once they get used to that lifestyle, it's gonna be harder and harder for you to get at them. But if you catch them fresh, like fresh out the fucking nest, that's what you want right there. That leads on to religious chicks. Now, the super religious chicks is more of a mentality thing. So a lot of them are sheltered, which kind of leads to that whole bird out of a cage mentality when they get away from that family structure. And let's be honest, bro. If you already believe of an invisible nigga in the sky with magic powers, it ain't gonna be that hard for me to convince you to put this dick in your mouth. So, religious bitch is gonna be easy to fuck. I knocked down a bunch of those. Actually, one of the OGs put me on. He was like, church is one of the best places to just find you a nice little slut. Because it's really, that environment breeds pent up sexual frustration, mostly in women, because the men are on their best behavior at church. So none of these motherfuckers shooting they shot, besides, like, the pastor, deacon, and whatnot. Like, they out here fucking niggas' wives, but everybody else on their best behavior, because the average guy in church going guy, at least, he's thinking, okay, it's not right for me to try to get my dick wet in the house of the Lord. So they don't even make the attempt. And also, they care too much about how the rest of the congregation views them. So, like, they ain't out here trying to be like, you know, they ain't trying to fuck on everything that they see in the church. But these women, though, they getting frustrated because it's like, damn, I got my hair, nails done, makeup done. I got this fresh little church outfit on. It's a little tight. You know what I'm saying? You see the curves on that, plack out. But ain't no niggas talking to me. I don't know why. What's the deal? And like that sexual frustration just build up. So like the one motherfucker that's in church shoot this shot, he knocking down everything in there. And you might as well start from the top and work your way down. So get them baddies first, and then work your way all the way down to fucking old ass Miss Glenda or whatever the fuck, bro. But yeah, church bitches, easy. Let's see. That's number 8. Number 9. If she has friends that look better than her. Yes, the baddie with the even better friends. That bitch, easy to fuck, because she knows she bad, but she doesn't get to reap the benefits of a bad bitch, especially when she's around her friends, because her friends look better than her. So if you get a group of bad bitches together, right, they normally looking for groups of high value men, or they just want the sexiest motherfuckers they can find. Now, those type of men are rare. So they just not gonna be in groups of 3, 4, 5. So you might, so these, let's say it's 3 women or 4 bitches. All right, all of them. One of them is an 8. The other 3 9s and 10s. All right, so that 8 is constantly feeling insecure because her friends look better than her. Even though if she got away from her friends, she'd be considered one of the baddest bitches in the world. But because she's hanging out with women who look even better than she does, it's hard for her to build up that bad bitch mentality. So she ain't super picky like an average bad bitch would be. So you can get at her, especially if you're in a group with your friends and you got some, like, you know, you with some high value ass dudes, right? So let's say it's 4 of them, 4 of y'all. You the ugliest motherfucker in the group, you the shortest, you the fattest, you the brokest, whatever. Your homeboys, they all 6 something, got money, look good, all that stuff. So obviously, your 3 homeboys gonna get the 3 baddest ones, and then the 4th one left for you. And guess what? She gonna be going, especially if her friends is going. And that kind of ties in, like, if she got hoe friends, oh yeah, shoot. You better shoot. You better shoot, my boy. That's gonna be one of the best chances you got to get you a bad one. Like, she got some whole friends and her friends going with your friends. Oh yeah, that's light work, bro. Light work. The universe doing all the work for you at that point. So that was number 9. She got badder friends. Oh yeah, that insecurity is gonna fuck with her, and that's when you find your end. Number 10. This gonna be for the passport bros. Now, you can go overseas to find you a bad bitch. Now, this is more so about foreign women than it is about specifically going overseas. So you can stay here in America, bro, and get you a baddie fresh off the boat. Like, just because it's gonna be different. It's gonna be on some cultural shit. So like, they standards gonna be different than our standards over here. So they might not give a fuck about some of the same shit these American chicks care about. Also, that ties into environment. So let's pick like Asian, for example. You find you an Asian, some big titties, fat ass. She fat as hell back in her country, but she come over here, one of the baddest hoes you ever seen in your life. You gotta hop on that before she get Americanized. Easy pickings. Let's see. That's number 10, overseas. Now, oh, you know what? To add on to that, so if you actually go overseas to their country, a lot of those countries, first and foremost, you're gonna notice that it's not gonna be a lot of fat people, depending on where you go. But most countries you go to, it's gonna be way less fat people. That alone is gonna fucking trick your brain into seeing all the women over there is like 2, 3, 4 stages higher than the women here in America. So here you seeing bitches and like average bitch 5. But you go overseas and none of the bitches fat. Like, everybody somewhat in shape. So everybody take care of themselves. Everybody, you know, like a place like Korea or shit, Kenya. When I was in Kenya, it was nothing but bad bitches out there. But yeah, you go to a place where all the bitches bad, that evens out the playing field for you. Because now all these women have to compete with each other, and they can't compete with looks, because they all fucking look the same. So now you just surrounded by a sea of bad bitches. You can just pick whatever the fuck you want. And they damn near gotta fight for your attention. Because like I said, they all look the same. So they can't use looks to just attract who they want. Because that's too hard. It's damn near impossible to do that. So yeah, overseas, the way to go. And I ain't just talking about buying box overseas, which is what a lot of y'all doing. I get it. It's fun. It's cheap. It's easy. That is another way. But that already talked about, you know, that prostitution in my first girl number one. But even for the free ski, bro, like if you just an average looking motherfucker, you can pull something bad overseas, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you. And then I'll give you a bonus one. If she has any weird features. So let me see, like an example. Let's say you see a chick, like everything about her perfect, but there's like one thing that stands out. I can almost guarantee you that one thing that stands out, she gonna be super insecure about, and that is gonna fuck with her mind, and she not gonna be able to operate like an average bad bitch, which means that knocks her down a couple pegs in her brain, which makes it easier for you to slide up in there. You know what I mean? So I'll give you an example. Like, take a bad bitch with like a big ass forehead, or a bad bitch with some big ass ears or some shit. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, when I'm thinking back, like I've pulled a couple girls like that. Like, to me, I didn't even really, I mean, I pick up on shit like that just because I'm looking for it. But if I was just a regular guy, no game, nothing, I wouldn't even have noticed these things that these bitches was insecure about. So let's see, one bad bitch I pulled. One, she had a face tattoo, and actually two of them had face tattoos. The one, body was fucking crazy, man. Big titties, fat ass. She just had this tattoo on her face, like a stupid. And she fit in so many categories that made her easy to hit. So one, she had a kid, so single mother category. Two, stupid as hell, because anybody get a tattoo on their face, especially a chick, you dumb as fuck. Three, oh, so when I was hitting her, she was actually still in a relationship, but her boyfriend was beating her ass on a regular basis, so she was trying to get away from him. And man, everything just lined up perfectly for me, at least. Like, her life was tragic, but it worked out for your boy. And man, I just had to quit fucking with her because one time we cut it a little close. I think I was dropping her off like right when her nigga was about like down the street about to pull up. So I ain't trying to deal with no drama. So I had to cut that off. I still got the hit before though, so it is what it is. But yeah, something like that, bro. Like, she was insecure about first off the tattoo on her face, because that was a mistake. She was insecure about having a kid, because we were both still pretty young. It's like early 20s. So like back then, like you didn't want to be dating as a single mother that fucking young, because it's like, damn, especially when you still with the motherfucker that put the baby in you. It's like, so in her brain, she's like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to find love because this nigga won't fucking let me go on some Ike and Tina type shit. But yeah, that was one. Another example, I pulled this bad bitch, tall, light-skinned bad bitch. I pulled her, and she really didn't have any physical flaw. I guess she, her ass was smaller than she wanted it to be, I guess. So she was insecure about having a flat ass. But her biggest insecurity, and I caught on this immediately, was she was a smoker. She smoked cigarettes, you know, them cancer sticks. And I would just make fun of her for that shit. Because if you are a smoker, especially you smoking cigarettes, there's a couple things you insecure about for a fact. And if you ain't, you fucking should be. One, your breath fucking stink. You smoke cigarettes every day, your breath stink. I don't give a fuck if you brush your teeth right after. Toothpaste and cigarettes, not a good smell. You fucking stink. You stink. Like, it's all on you. It's on your clothes, it's in your hair. Especially as a chick, bro. Like, that's a huge ass fucking turn off for a lot of guys. And three, your fucking teeth yellow as fuck more than likely. That nicotine fucking your teeth up. So I used to make fun of her for that shit on some silly shit. Some flirtatious type stuff. And I pulled her that way. Like, I legit, fuck, I think I said, damn, you bad. But I see you smoke cigarettes, so your breath probably stink, right? That's cool though. I can buy you mints. Some shit like that. I don't know. She laughed. I was shit at her crib next day. That fucking easy. That easy. Let's see. Do I got some other another bad bitch I had. So this chick used to be a little tomboy when growing up. So she kind of already, she was fighting, you know, being more feminine already. So she was insecure about that. Plus, this black chick, another tall one actually. Now I think about it. So she was tall, big titties, fat ass, Amazon bitch. And she was insecure about her legs. Cause like I said, she used to be a tomboy, so she was always playing with her brothers. And her legs would get all scraped up and scarred. So she had like a bunch of scars on her legs, which I didn't even notice, honestly. Like the first, and I was actually with this bitch for months. I think I seen her leg, well, obviously when we was fucking, I seen her legs, but it was dark, lights was out. And I just never paid attention to it. And then like one day, she always wore like leggings too. And then one day she wore a skirt and she was just like constantly rubbing her fucking legs. And I'm like, you hurt? You just shaved? What's up? She's like, nah, just these scars on my legs. I don't, yeah. And she did have a shit ton of scars on her leg, but like, don't nobody give a fuck about no scars, man. I care about them ass and them titties, which she had in spades, man, in spades. Now, I ain't had to make fun of her. Honestly, I think I pulled her just off of ignoring that shit. So like, she's super insecure about this one thing, and I'm acting like it don't exist because I honestly don't give a fuck. That's a good way to pull a baddie like that, bro. Like you find out what her insecurity is, and there's two lanes you can take to getting them draws. And you can do that nice guy shit and like take that insecurity and compliment her on it. It works, but yeah, it's like telling a bitch with no ass that she got a nice ass. Alright, whatever. Or a bitch with fucked up teeth, she got a pretty smile. Cool. Dude, it works. Or you can lean in the opposite direction and do the bad boy thing. And just you know, tease her a little bit about that shit. Make fun of her a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, she got pretty ass face and like one crooked tooth that's off. Make fun of her smile a little bit. Call her a snagging tooth. Whatever. Again, you're not necessarily negging her. Like, that's not the goal. It's more so you're breaking the ice by pointing out an insecurity, but also letting her know you still attracted to her despite the thing that she's insecure about. Like, I pulled a bad bitch because she just had a baby. So she was still insecure about, you know, her body snapping back. And like, honestly, her body was so fucking right when I met her. Like, I couldn't even tell that she just had a baby. But mentally, that's all she could think about. Because like, in her mind, she was like, damn, a year ago, I looked way better than I do right now. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I can't even imagine how bad she was before I met her. But when I met her, she was easily like an 8. So she probably was a 9 before she had the baby. I pulled a chick like that. But yeah, those are the 10 types of baddies that are gonna be easy to clap. Since y'all, like I said, got these high standards, you don't want to mess with the fat and ugly hoes. But yeah, yeah, nah, that's it. I'm gonna say the rest for another video. Yeah.